Oh my god! Oh, okay.
So Mav, who are you today?
Oh, yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2. This is Ladies' Night. My name is Mav Mighty. I'm gonna be one of your hosts for tonight.
Hey guys, it's Bepler here. Episode 2, kicking right on.
Hey, I'm Ash. This is episode 2. Glad to be here.
Hello, this is Camilla. Glad to be here as well.
Yeah! Alright. Oh man, second episode in. Bepler, this is gonna be good.
I would be lying if I said it wasn't a lot of stress. Everybody seemed to respond pretty positively to us putting the SoundCloud out, so that's good. And that YouTube recording of episode 1. So, love it.
Yep, okay. How you guys feeling tonight? Ash? Will?
Stressed out.
Alright, well, let's just jump into it. So yeah, ladies, do you mind sort of introducing yourselves? Like, what do you guys do in the dojo? Ash?
Alright.
Oh, yeah. So, I first started as an illustrator, just an artist, basically. I didn't really animate at all until John got me into it. So, I animate full bodies. I don't really animate sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, well, I started in 2010. I started animating first before I got into drawing. I basically just got inspired by a lot of old animations that I enjoyed a lot, and I thought it was pretty cool. I got flashed for myself and then started to meet really cool people. I got really involved in the community, and it has been a great experience so far.
It's cool to have these two ladies on. It's going to be fun. Cast Twitch watchers, we do want to point out, as although last episode we weren't great about spotting questions, we've got people on it now, so feel free to ask your questions away. We are going to notice them. Mav, don't we have a Twitter?
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions and you don't want your questions to be lost in the sea of words here in the chat, you can use our Twitter using the hashtag Dojocast questions, and we'll definitely see your questions up there much better than the chat. As well, we've mentioned this before, but our recordings for our podcast will be available on SoundCloud, as well as on the Hyun's Dojo YouTube page.
Okay, so hey, guys, ladies, let's talk about the community of the dojo. Come on, what do you guys think so far? Camila, let's have a word. You did that whole BSE thing. What were people like?
They were really good. I was actually impressed by the creativity that some guys use in each round. It was a really hard job to host that thing. There were a lot of complications. The other persons that were supposed to help me weren't kind of there by some time, but I was able to pull it off with the help of some friends, and all the animators that participated were really creative. They all are really cool guys, and I learned a lot from that too.
Cool. And how many people usually submit BSCs for these competitions?
It depends on the round, because first round it always gets 70 or 80 entries, and then I don't know, some people just get bored of it and do maybe 3 or 4 rounds for the whole year, and there are other people that wants to participate in every round, so the quantity depends on the round.
So Ash,
Yes.
oh man, so you're really new on the dojo, compared to Camilla and myself and maybe even Bepler.
Yeah.
How's your dojo experience coming along?
Well, when I first joined Dojo, I realized there's a lot of really awesome animators, and there's this kind of feeling that you're not good enough, but really no one thinks that way, and I feel like Dojo has been a really good experience for me because people are very, I would say, motivational. If you're feeling art block or something, they'll just be like, oh, no, you can get back on your feet, just draw a lot, just don't worry. So it's a really pleasant experience.
And with Camilla, you being here on the dojo a bit longer than Ash, how's your experience with being a lady on the dojo?
Oh, the community is awesome. they are really cool guys. I've never seen anyone like, I don't know, being mean to other person, or maybe that's just me. But
Yeah, it's fine.
no, absolutely everyone is really kind, and the community itself it's super good.
Ash, you do a lot of streaming, and if I'm not wrong, people tend to flock.
Oh, really?
Talk to us about that.
I feel like to be a streamer, you have to talk to your audience because you're basically a performer. So even if you're not that good of art like I am, I'm kind of a beginner, but at everything actually. As long as you talk to people and you're like friendly, then I think you'll be a great streamer, like everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Top-notch quality streams, Ash. You're always keeping your eye on that chat.
Yeah. I always get distracted.
Hey, Mav. Hey.
What's up? What's up?
Let's talk big business. Mav and I were having this conversation a while ago about like where everybody falls in the life cycle of an animator.
Yeah.
Like, I've been here a long time. Well, not really here, but I've been in Flash for a long time. And, like, I know people who I used to animate with and whatnot, and it was a whole thing where it's either you fall off or you stick around and it comes to a point where you get bored. Camila, when did you pick up the pen?
Oh, well, I first started with mouse. I animated with mouse till 2011. It was just 1 year with mouse. But I don't know. I really like the whole animation thing. The fact that you can pull off an idea that came out from your mind and like bring it to reality. I think that's just really amazing. And since I like it, since I have a motivation to do it, I think that's why I haven't leave it yet, and I don't think I will.
How did you get into it? Were there friends around you that were like, "Hey, try out it's kind of cool"?
I found out by my brother. We were like watching videos on the internet. There was like the first animation I watched was Chow Chow 3, and we both were like amazed by it, like the choreography. It was so cool. We got so excited, and then I started to look more about it. And then I was like, nah, dude, I gotta learn to do this. And then I just got Flash and started.
Ash, what was your first like thing where you saw like, hey, I could make something like that?
I think it was mostly like Hyun's and Jom's videos back in like 2012 or 2013. I watched their videos and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. I want to try this. So like. This was before Hyun's Dojo was even made, and I found Hyun's Dojo like this year, around July I think or June. So I like joined, and I was like, "Whoa, this place is pretty cool. There's tons of nice people. There's a ton of stuff to like get sounds and sound effects, and just learn art, I guess."
Pretty ace.
Yeah.
So, I guess with what Ash said about who was sort of your motivational, I'd like to know what you guys, who's your inspiration, like joining in the animation community, because there has to be some sort of platform where you're like, okay, I'll draw thousands upon thousands of frames and make a 1 minute short. Like, what was the thing that made you just jump on the ship?
Okay, so well, I guess Turquoise would be one because he's made like Summoner Showdown. Of course, he's like awesome at animation. John would also be one because like back in 2013 I think I saw his John versus stick figure video where he like filmed himself like in real life fighting a stick figure that he drew in Flash, and it was pretty cool. I was like, whoa, you can actually fight stick figures in real life. So yeah.
Nav, I know for you, you've had a little spark of some Sunny Go dripping off on you.
Dude, my Sunny Go, man. A lot of people say, Phil was like the guy. He was the full body ace. Like he is the guy, right?
War Machine.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like for me personally, I think Sunny was the guy. Yeah, War Machine and Ninja versus Demons. That was
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that was when I was like, I gotta jump on this ship. I have to. I love it. Full body all the way. How about you, Bethler?
I remember watching Sunny Go's War Machine, like, and I read something about it where he posted about how he made it. He was like, every day after whenever I would just come home, I would just sit down and for 6 hours, like for 4 months, every day just work on it. Like, geez, that's a cool guy. But also turquoise a lot when he was putting out tutorials and whatnot, and just like seeing that there was, there's a real person behind every mouse and every pen, and you're just like, hey, I could be one of those people. Turquoise, his tutorials were pretty great. Camila, who was a big person in your eyes back when you were getting going?
Miko. The really good animations. Well, aside from of course Hyun and Phil or Turquoise, I think Miko is a really good animator. Most of it because of the effects he uses. I think it's just spectacular. It has all. I'm always like, oh wow, nice choreography. But when I see his animations and all that effects like overloaded, it just fun. It makes me so happy. Like watching that, it always makes me drop my jaw when I see his animations. I really like it.
And there's just so much that goes into it. I was up like a couple weeks ago, and he was streaming McCool, just doing an explosion, just like every shadow, every single line. It's just like there he was, sat there drawing it, just so set on a goal.
Yes.
Talk to me about how like methods of staying motivated, Camila.
Oh, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Well, at some point you always are like, oh man, I'm getting bored, or you, I don't know, find other interesting thing about it. But at least for me, animation's like my favorite hobby to do because I'm always daydreaming, like thinking about I don't know, random fantasy fights, and then I'm like, oh, I can of course animate this. I can show it to other people too, and that idea, that's all idea is all the motivation I need to like don't lose the interest in animation.
Ash, how about you?
Oh, well, for me, it would be anime. I know this is kind of like repetitive in the art realm, so I tend to lean away anime. So with art style, but I would say Sakuga really influenced me a lot during my years growing up. So I feel like watching Sakuga and watching all the little effects and little tiny particles that they put in, it really influenced me. Like, wow, this so much hard work. I can probably do this too. So yeah, just watching a lot of anime.
Nice. Mav, you've been putting a lot of hours into a project recently.
Oh, don't even talk. Oh gosh, it hurts.
No,
It hurts my fingers. I remember Ash. Like no wait, that was a different one. But like I tried to go like for a long time, just constantly stream. But yeah, it's in the works. I've been working on it since August, but with school, it's not great. Yeah.
But you do keep coming back to it. What is that?
I think it's just more of like I haven't really touched this piece of work. I need to do it, and I guess the sort of motivation is just like I want to be up to like speed with all of my animations and people's animations. So I want it's like the competitive drive that I want to like keeps you motivated. Just really try to be on top of things and what's trending. If this angle is the best angle for this thing, and so on and so forth. So I just motivation for me would be the competitiveness. How about you, Babs? I know you just do typography, right? But like, what makes you like, oh, I want to try this new color? Or I saw you doing a full body animation. Well, it's like it's missing a part. I'm missing one part of a full body, but yeah, how's that coming along?
I don't know what you're next talking about. Like, it's kind of I don't know. It's about showing it to people. It's if I couldn't show people the things I made and hear what they have to say after the fact, I wouldn't. There'd be no reason. It'd be a pitiful waste of time to just try and think like, oh, this is gonna look really cool. It does look really cool, but not when 1 second of final product requires like an hour of drawing. I love to show people.
Nice.
That's what I look forward to. But Ash, not Ash, Mav, what is being asked about color palettes?
It's like I got a really weird question. It's like I know this question is way off. Do you have any huge custom colored sticks? Maybe vinyl?
Colored sticks, maybe vinyl.
I don't get Mango. What are you trying to say, man?
I don't know what that means, Mango.
You're going crazy. You're going crazy.
Hey
You're off
guys,
the boat.
hey. Everybody, I get a lot of questions when I put out the videos about like tutorials and whatnot in Flash and stuff. And I have that different color palette going on, Mav. I don't know if people know this, everybody knows this, but like, if you don't like the default Flash color palette, you can just make your own.
Wait, what?
It's not even hard. You can just like go into your swatches and select a color you like and drop it right in. Hey, I made a color palette. I mean, I might include that in my recommendations, but that's not on the point to be worried about right now. Hey Ash, hey.
Yo.
You're on this SenseDojo.com thing. Is it good enough? Does it need anything else?
Well, for me, I guess right now is good enough. Yeah. I don't really think I need much more than this. I actually go on Hyun's Dojo more than I go on Facebook nowadays.
Yeah, dude, me too.
I remember
Yeah.
when I made that change. Ash, you do a lot of art. What do you think of the artwork section of the dojo?
Well, the artwork section is amazing. It ranges from like people actually in art school to like people who just love art, you know? It's like you can learn a lot from them.
Hey Mav, you do a lot of background drawing.
Yeah, dude, background. Does somebody say background? Hello, yes?
Hey.
Yeah, man, I love backgrounds. Okay, so I want to sort of bring up something like a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot of people, but there's a small minority, and it's a growing minority, but a lot of that minority is like, I hate backgrounds. Like, there's nothing wrong with making backgrounds. I don't really see where the challenge comes in from. I want to talk about it with you guys. Like, why are people sort of turned off by like thinking about making backgrounds, and why is it so hard? Because at least for me, it's really easy because, you know, visual aid. I go outside like 5 meters and come back inside, and I'm like, okay, that's good enough for the day. But like Ash, I know you're trying to get into background works. How's that coming along?
Yeah.
Like, what's your take?
For me, it's mostly like animation-wise. I feel like with a lot of perspective angles in animation, you can also make the background move with the animation. Background is an important part to an animation because, like one scene, if a person is running off of a cliff and the background isn't moving, it won't really make sense. So I feel like backgrounds are important, but they're kind of hard to think of when you're only thinking about the main actions of a character. Yeah.
Bepler, I saw you doing some background works on a little thing you call a stream. Huh?
I love making backgrounds, man.
Yes.
I'm not in the minority, or I'm not in the absence of the minority that you're calling the people who don't like backgrounds.
Really?
I think they're really fun to draw. I have a hoop drawing backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I can't get enough of it.
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
No, this is drop dead serious. I really
Okay.
I love putting intricacy in big stuff. I spent a whole bunch of time making a Doors 4 background, but I didn't even end up turning in that part. I just had fun drawing a planet. Camila, give us a word on backgrounds.
Oh, backgrounds are really hard for me. Aside from what Ash said about moving it along with the character, it also has a lot of to do with the color of the background. So this thing doesn't get mixed up with the color of the whole environment. You gotta choose wisely how are you going to color it, and if it's going to have shadows around it or flares or something like that. It's a really more complicated thing as you try to make more complicated animations. It's a really hard thing to do, but just with a lot of practice, you know, and watch other people doing it, asking questions, you can get it right.
That's absolutely right. Color contrast is something that is my biggest pet peeve. When I do like text and stuff, and I see titles on anything, like on a billboard or whatnot, it's like, well, I can't even read that whole like half they're trying to get me to understand. And then people gotta do that with their backgrounds. But maybe, you know, practice is good, and asking around is good. Mav, is there any maybe taking a long walk that you could recommend ideas for getting some background inspiration?
Yeah, I'd say, well, it really depends. For me, I'm trying to get to architecture books, so in Boxing Day, I actually got a lot of architecture books. So, like, a lot of reference work like just technical work, I think that's probably a good stuff. But like the thing that will probably beat books the most is probably just personal experience. So what I usually do is just go down in downtown and just see the like what like the things that I always think about and always read about and just try to apply it to what I do. So yeah, going outside, taking out for walks, and just trying to draw what you really like to draw should really complement each other. Yeah.
Mav, I want to do a background tutorial, but I think I want you to be there.
No,
can
Mr.
You just...
Bepler, you can't do that. Nah.
Okay. Here we're pretty close to the minute marker where we wanted to start throwing questions at you guys, left and right.
Yeah.
Hey, this is I'll put this towards Ash. How long, on average, do you animate a day, or what would you strive to animate in a day?
In a day, probably just like a talking sequence between two characters, or maybe some subtle movements. I don't think in a day I can accomplish very much.
No, like hour count.
Wait, what?
Like how many hours can you go for a day? Like to animate?
Oh, actually, a very long time. I can go from like 2 hours to like 8 hours.
The dedication.
Yeah, dedication.
Xstream is streaming all the time. There's a couple of people I know that just like, it's their life. It's like, God, like 10, 11, 12 hours a day. You're unbelievable. Camila, how what's the longest you've ever gone?
The longest?
Yeah, nose down to the tablet. You just frames.
26 hours.
Oh my God!
Oh my.
Okay. It was for this Rush 4 thing that we had to animate 24 hours straight, and I kept going for like 2 more hours. But that has been like the longest time I've been like looking at the screen animating like non-stop. But normally when I'm making normal animations, I don't know, I can go from 3 hours to 8 or 9.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Turkmen's did that, the Rushed 4 thing. That's really cool. I want to see another, like, live animation, everybody do it at the same time event, and then have it all compiled after the fact. But let's talk names for a second. Camila, is your name just your name?
I'm not creative with usernames. So when I was like, what username do you want? And I spent like an hour thinking, and I gave up and just put my real name in it.
Mystery solved.
Perfect.
Maverick, clearly. I mean, what? What?
What? No, that's not my real name. My real name's Mav Mighty. Yeah, no. My name is pretty generic. I mean, like, okay, first of all, it's my real name Mav is just shortened. What people usually call me in real life, like Mav, like my nickname. And then I was watching. I don't know if you guys heard of Birdie the Mighty, the anime. No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I really like that character. She was the coolest character ever. I think she's the coolest female character ever. And I just somebody took the Mighty, like Mav the Mighty. I'm like, who says that? Who just types in Mav the Mighty? So I tried to shorten it to just Mav Mighty, and then it gave me the green light, and I was baffled on why. So I had to settle with Mav Mighty. But yeah, it was pretty much how I got my name. Was my name and the anime, but removed it though.
And Ash.
Ash.
Yes. So I actually got my name from Tumblr. There's a model on Tumblr that was actually a male, and he goes by the name Ash because his Korean name is very confusing, and it's like any other typical Korean name where you just, I don't know, just everyone has it. So I actually started Dojo as a male, technically. I introduced myself as a male because I was kind of scared of being a female, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, what a female, she can like animate too? Oh my god, let's all like pay attention to her. So
Yeah.
I introduced myself as a male at first, so I'm pretty sure like the majority of the IRC still thinks I'm a male. So yeah, until someone told me on stream, hey, your streams are boring, why don't you put on microphone or webcam? So I kind of did, and then like I guess I got more up here from that. So
Cool.
yeah.
I've got a question from Andomanic. Dojo question. Ash, have you done any art trades recently?
I did with you and Ado.
Hey!
You go by Ado by IRC, but that was actually a while ago. I didn't receive anything back. Where's my drawing, eh?
I gave yours. It's in the works. It's somewhere in my hard drive. It should be fine. All right, we got a question for maybe everybody, but from the Shy Asian asks, do you have a favorite RHG character? Let's start off with Ms. Camilla here. She's there.
One RPG character from all the awesome characters there. Well, I will have to choose Jojo and Alpha. Those two are just my favorites, and they have always been my favorites because of the weapons they use. It's you can get some really good choreographies out of that, and I think they are really creative, and I've always liked it.
Nice. Ash, how about you?
Oh, mine would probably... I can't decide between Umbrella or Alpha. Turquoise's RHG character. Spelled like Fliffle, I don't know.
I never understood it. It
Yeah,
doesn't make
dude,
sense.
I never understood it. So then I always thought
the
it was Fliffle, and I got so mind blown like when I found out it was Alpha.
Wait, what Camilla? What's that?
The letters spell alpha, like the F and the L make an A. So when you read it like that, it says alpha.
Oh my
Guys, we just solved it! We solved it!
Oh my
god!
I'll forever know it as Fliffle.
It's Fliffle.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're so right.
Oh, just blew my mind. Ah, Slava needs to get a dustpan and pick up my blade.
That's also why I like it.
Oh, jeez, that's freaking smart. Ah. Okay, how about you, Bepler?
I don't really have a favorite RT character, but if you want to go check it, I mean I'm kidding. I like Munch. Munch is great.
Oh, Munch.
Mr.
Love
Pluto.
But really, honestly, Pluto's fish character, Rhoda, if that was an RHG, good gravy. I'd battle it all day long. That's all I would do with my time. No, Munch is really cool. I like the original little demo for Munch.
Yeah. For me, I'd have to kick it out back a little bit old school. Little shout out to Oreo. His weapon set is pretty cool. It was like a dagger chain. But a close second is definitely Chuck and Endo. Chuck. Man, he was cool. Like flaming nunchucks. Oh god, just it's so cool. But yeah, it's pretty cool. For me, definitely Chuck and Oreo. Yep.
Cool.
Got any more questions?
I mean, we might spot some while we're doing the recommendations, which I think is what we're going to try and get into right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start off with Mav. Let's leave this audience with something.
Alrighty, okay, hold up. Because when we start first, I have to bring up my recommendations up.
Oh, wait, I want to address one thing before we all start.
Yes.
Twitch people, listen. And post-fact listeners people, we are going to post all of these recommendations now, this time, immediately on the Dojocast Hyun's Dojo page, which we're going to try and link into the chat right now. So you won't have to worry about where these recommendations are. They're on Hyun's Dojocast page. Go, Mav.
Okay, so the person I'm going to be recommending is Tano Kojo. He's a really cool, he's a guy from Japan. He's made only a couple or 3 projects actually, but they're really great stuff. And I'm not gonna explain a lot of things about it, but you'll see why I'm recommending that guy. Check out View, his main big project, which is the 3-minute something. But yeah, I can't pronounce his name properly, but we'll leave it down below for you guys to check it out. Yeah.
Cool, Mav. I'm gonna be recommending. Well, it's this old thing that was on YouTube a long time ago called Tar Boy. Has anybody seen it?
Nope.
No? Okay, so it's this person, James Lee, made this long, musical, animated thing where there's robots and there's a really great story, and it's not that great of animation, but it flows so nicely. It's like every scene there's just like right into the next. It's all character animation, so nothing. Well, there's a couple things that are hand drawn, but it's kind of it's a different take. It's like a 5-minute story, and there's music to it, and it's all synchronized, and I like it a lot.
Cool.
Ash.
Oh yes. So my recommendation would be X-Rays, Alien Test. It was just like 23 seconds, I think, and I feel like a lot of people don't really didn't really see it. I saw it, and like even subtle movements like hair, I just looked into it really deeply for like, okay, I played it like 100 times. It was just that good. I loved it. I love the character design. It was really nice. So you guys can go check it out.
So good.
Camilla?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a recommendation for everybody?
Yes. If you haven't watched it, or if you have, go watch it again. The There She Is series. It's a really old series, but the way it's animated and the story and the plot itself, it's really good. It has it's thought in a really good way. You can take a lot of interpretations out of that, and the animation is really good. Like it has, I think, 4 episodes. They're really short though, like 3-4 minutes. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you to do it. It's great.
Cool. Very cool. Gotta check that out.
Camila, didn't you have 2?
Oh yeah, and true. The other one's Doppler by Hitasu. I think in the YouTube. Oh, I just found out the YouTuber, and he has a lot of anime-like fight scenes, and some of them are short, some of them are long, but it's really entertaining to watch. It has a really good choreography, and it's really entertaining to watch.
Very, very cool.
Fun stuff.
Okay, Mav, when can we expect your full-length project to be released?
Hey, wait, what? Okay,
I want to know.
But real talk. Don't people are gonna crucify me for this one, but I'm gonna try shooting end of February. Yeah, I'm gonna try like probably like late January, early February. So, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. I know that's cutting within my schoolwork, but I'm pulling off I'm pulling off like so many hours of sleep just for you guys to see it. But I'm pretty proud of that project. Oh man, yeah. So, yeah.
A quick word, Mav. What's it like working with big projects? What is your setup? Do you take food breaks?
No, I don't, dude. Like, okay, so I have this track sheet that I made on Excel. It's like how much food I'm taking, like what time I ate, and so on and so forth. Yeah, no, I'm being dead serious because last time it was. Like, shut up! Like,
No, that's really cool.
I have the track sheet. I'll make a post. I'll put it on the link drop. But like I'll take a picture of it. But yeah, I have an Excel track sheet on like what exactly I'm doing, like the tasks I'm doing, how many frames I'm working on. It's not pretty great, but I just started on the 17th. But yeah, it's just I'm trying to like be as professional or like on track with my stuff here. Don't laugh at it, Beth or cheese. Come on, man.
No. I think that's really cool, and I couldn't hold it inside. Very exciting. Camila, got anything in the works right now people might expect to look forward to?
Oh, well, just my clan collab. That'll be released probably in the first or second week of January. We're about to finish it with some other friends, and it's gonna be really cool.
Sounds lovely. I got a little series, episode 1, hopefully coming out. Some people have seen me streaming it, and hopefully, I'm thinking before the next Dojocast episode is out, the first episode of that is gonna be ready, I hope. Ash, what are you working on?
Oh, well, at the moment, I'm just working on the advertisement for Dojocast.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be full body. It's just you two, basically, just promoting Dojocast, and I guess my full body RHG.
We get a little bit map blur going on in there to get a little combination going on.
Oh god, I can't handle that ship.
The ship
Shout out to
sailed.
Phantom getting those fan fictions written. I'm gonna pay that guy. Oh my gosh.
Dude,
Okay.
Camilla. Oh, I don't know if you want to read it, but Phantom, he made a ship like I don't know what to call it. Just I'll give it to you later. Just
Infinity Ship.
it's a story. It's a story about me and Bepler, but yeah. I'll give it to you afterwards, but get ready. Just get ready. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay.
It's a factual retelling of actual events. Okay, guys. I think we're gonna call it for episode 2. We've gone for like 40 minutes, so we hit it over that half hour. Episodes next through the last one is we've got plans to have it over an hour, so be expecting that. We got lots of fun ones. Mav,
Yep.
what's next?
Okay, so for next episode, episode 3, we've got rising animators. These are just the people who I think that deserves a little bit more light in the community. So I might be talking about people who are in the deep down belows, and they should probably be brought up a little bit more on the community. How about you, Bepler? Episode 4, what's going on with that one?
Episode 4, we got a typography episode coming up. We're going to talk about all things typography, where it's headed, and where just motion graphics in general have a place on the dojo. Hopefully we're going to have some pretty cool guests. Yellow. It's going to be a hoot, and it's going to be an hour. So strap yourselves in, because I'm leaving for episode 3, and then Mav's leaving for episode 4. We got the single host situation. That's it.
Yeah,
that's our Dojocast.
Okay.
Camilla Ash. Thank you, Camilla. It was lots of fun. We're gonna everybody say goodbye now. We're gonna say goodbye.
Goodbye. It's
Bye.
fun. It's been fun, yeah.